Good morning, happy Tuesday. Oh my God, I was about to say Wednesday. No, it is not Wednesday. Today's video is going to be all about macros, and I figured instead of just talking to the camera, I would also do a what I eat in a day to show you what I eat on a low carb day, because I've officially decided that carb cycling is the best thing I've ever done. It is amazing because you guys are going to die when you see what I can eat today. Cooking my breakfast up now. I'll leave the macros on the screen of everything that I'm eating, all the meals. I did have a coffee with 1.5 tablespoons of half and half. I don't measure, but I just kind of guess. Okay, so this is my first meal of the day. I'm having a sandwich thin, an everything sandwich thin, with a Costco turkey burger that I sliced in half down the middle, so it kind of like makes thin kind of sausage like patties, with 2 over easy fried eggs on top, and I have some of that everything seasoning on there too. So I will put the macros on the screen. So excited for this. Let's dig in. So it's a few hours later and I am getting a little bit hungry, so I'm going to have a kiwi. My low carb days, I don't have a lot of carbs, obviously, hence the low carb. I'm mostly eating proteins and fats, but I do have a few carbs, and I managed to fit a kiwi in today. These are easy peel kiwis for kids. My camera, why did you unfocus? I really need a new camera. These are easy peel kiwis for kids, so I'm gonna bring this in the car and we are going to Trader Joe's. So this is the wine I was telling you guys about. It's only $2.99 and they have like every different type you could want, and it's so good. Lacey's trying to find a bottle that she tried years ago. We've tried to find it twice now, can't find it. It's the current cart situation. I'm getting eggs, smoked salmon, kale, a bunch of different cheeses, turkey breast, Dubliner cheese. I'm so excited for Dubliner cheese. And wine. For a super late lunch, I got a Chipotle bowl. Again, I got one yesterday too. Oh well. Lettuce, half a scoop of rice, double chicken. I got cheese, sour cream, and I'm going to have half of this guacamole. Yum. Okay guys, so I am back to talk to you guys about macros, what they are, why I track them, what progress I've seen since I've started tracking them, how you can calculate your own, and stuff like that. So first of all, I did have dinner a little bit earlier, but my little 10-year-old friend was here and I didn't want to film in front of her because I don't want her to be on camera. So I just took this little B-roll. I had some spaghetti squash with ground turkey. I had like 1/4 cup of marinara sauce because I was running out. Cottage cheese, Dubliner cheese, and I think that was it. But yeah, that rounded off my macros for the day. Now we're gonna get started into what actually macros are. A lot of you guys have been asking me about it, so I figured I would give you my spiel on them. I am in no way a professional, but I will tell you everything that I know. Macros are macronutrients, and they are your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. And I'm sure you've heard those words before. They are essentially what makes up every aspect of your calories and what your body needs on a daily basis to function normally. So essentially, macro counting and calorie counting are very, very similar, but with macro counting, you're just paying a little bit more attention to what ratio is going into your body. So when you get a macro calculation, Max is at my lights, scratching his head. So when you get a macro calculation, they will give you a certain amount of protein grams that you should eat, a certain amount of carbohydrate grams that you should eat, and a certain amount of fats that you should eat. And this will kind of like make sure that your body is performing optimally. Instead of like, say, having your entire diet being made up of carbs, for example, which I would probably normally steer a lot towards a diet high in carbs and fats if I was not tracking macros at all. So yeah, macros essentially just make sure that your body is performing optimally and that you're getting the most out of the training that you're doing, because if your body doesn't have enough protein, obviously you won't build muscle. and you just won't be performing optimally. For macros, a lot of times it works for people because it is flexible. It's called flexible dieting for a reason. There are no good and bad foods. If you want to have a Pop-Tart, you can have a Pop-Tart. If you want to have Oreos, ice cream, cake, chocolate, anything, if you want to have it, a burger, you can have it, as long as it fits your macros. So a lot of times you'll see me having Halo Top like basically every single day. I just make sure that I fit it in my macros every day. A lot of times I will buy Oreos and cereal and stuff like that, because I know that personally I'm not the type of person that can eat 100% clean and keep it forever and ever and ever. I know that if I cut things out of my diet, I will eventually like go right back to where I started, and I will just eat everything and I will beat myself up about it. So flexible dieting works for me in the fact that I can make sure that my body is getting those macronutrients while still letting myself have the foods that I love. So I'm not gonna tell you what my macros are, because the good thing about macros is they're completely personalized to you. I will leave a few of my favorite websites down below that I use to track or to calculate my macros. One thing to note though is they will vary. For example, I was using the healthyeater.com macros for a really long time, and I was seeing a lot of progress with that. And I would go online to the IIFYM website, and their macros would be completely different. Basically, it all kind of boils down to like carbohydrates and fats in how they differ in your calculations. But keep that in mind. It can be a little bit confusing when you first calculate them. So definitely give them a try and see what works for you. One thing about macros is that it's not a quick fix. You won't lose a ton of weight when you first start tracking macros. There is a possibility that you will gain weight because of the increased carbohydrates that you might be taking in when you first start tracking macros. So it's not a quick fix. It's not one of these like keto Atkins bullshit diets that you see going around that are not necessary for 90% of the human population. I want to go into why I hate keto a little bit later on in a different video, but I cannot stand it, and it is not God's gift to people who are struggling with their diet. Yeah, macros isn't a quick fix, and to be honest, our society has trained us to want a quick fix, but if you get a quick fix, it's not gonna last, you guys, and it's just not going to be sustainable. For me, cutting anything out of my diet is never going to work. I'm the type of person that I have learned self-control, but I have learned also that if I cut something out completely, I will just crave it that like 10 times more. So I knew cutting things out of my diet just isn't for me. And to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of when people cut things out of their diet in general, because your body needs carbohydrates, fats, and proteins together. Your body just needs all of it. Like it's as simple as that. Your body needs them. No one is worse than the other. Your body needs them all. So just note that it is not a quick fix. But yeah, I will leave some of my favorite websites down below for you to calculate your macros. Ever since I started calculating my macros in February, I've found that I have stayed a lot more consistent with my diet. I've been eating a lot more, but I have been losing weight, which is awesome. And like I told you guys in a video last week, I have actually upped my calories / macros in the past week, and I've started carb cycling, which is something that I can talk to you guys about a little bit if you guys want. I'm not an expert. I don't know the science behind everything. Maybe my friend Lacey can come and talk to you guys about it, because like she's training to be a doctor, so she knows a lot more than I do. I have noticed that I am sticking to my diet a lot longer. I'm performing better in the gym. I'm losing body fat but gaining muscle. I'm getting a better shape to my body than when I just tracked calories. I'm not becoming skinny fat. I'm actually becoming fit, which is what everybody wants. They don't know they want it, but they want it. So yeah, I feel like ever since I started carb cycling, and I know it's been like a week, but you know, I feel like this is definitely something that I can see myself doing long term, because I don't know, I just find that with macro counting and with the whole flexible dieting thing, it's easier to go out to eat. It's easier to eat what you're craving or fit it in the next day. It's just a lot easier to kind of bring into your everyday life, and a lot easier to know that you're giving your body exactly what it needs to lose fat, not weight, which are two completely different things. I think I'm rambling. I'm a little bit tired, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I hope this has been somewhat helpful. If you do have any specific questions about macros, leave them in a comment down below. But like I said, I will leave my favorite places to track or to calculate your macros in the description box, so check that out. So yeah, like I said, I hope this is helpful, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, be sure to subscribe. I will be back to you, I think this video is going up on Thursday, so yeah, I will be back to you with another video tomorrow on Friday, which will be more than likely be me attempting to do my wine glasses finally, because I haven't done them yet, so yeah. Okay, thanks for watching guys, and thank you guys for your amazing comments, because your comments are so great and I love you guys. I love talking to you guys in the comments. I reply to like every single comment. So yeah, hope you're all having a great day, and I will chat to you soon. Bye.